You're listening to an InfoBlitz LLC podcast network production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the weekly wrap-up with John and Yancy. My name is John Haynes. I am the host of this podcast. Yancy is out on a bereavement, and we wish him well. I texted him this morning, and he's doing well. So it's New Year's Eve. How was your Christmas? I hope your Christmas was well, and I hope everybody had a wonderful time. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a good Sunday. Hey, listen, again, like I said, it's New Year's Eve, so I'm gonna tomorrow's New Year's Eve, but I'm gonna kind of keep this brief, but I want to hit a couple points, really important points. Listen, if you are being stalled or stranded because of Southwest Airlines cancellation of flights, and they tell you that they're going to give you a cash refund, and you think, oh, they're so nice. No, they have to. It's not because they're nice. It's not because they want to. They have to. And they have to pay you if in the event you have to get a hotel for food. There is no daily limit. I think it's up to $3,000 in case your bags get stolen or something like that, and you have to buy coats and whatever. Just make sure that if you are stuck, that Southwest Airlines handles it for you. They take care of it. Buttigieg, the Department of Transportation, and I got to give it to him. He's on top of this. And finally, the CEO came out with his crap. Bottom line is, it's your responsibility. You did it, so just pay for it and get it over with. But they're going to give you probably make it a long time for you to receive your money, because I don't believe that there is a time limit on the, and I could be wrong, so check that, on the repayment of the money that you had to spend because of their deficiencies. I just find it interesting that they can, an airlines can, oh my God, we had a storm. Really? We didn't know about that? You didn't know that there was going to be a storm? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's another story, because I fly back and forth at least 4 times a year. And I'm going to tell you, there are pilot shortages, which is very important, because they're keeping people on longer, and they're kicking people out of the pilot program, kicking them out fast. But you want to make sure that they're adequate. I mean, my plane was delayed an hour or 2 hours because of a deficient. Well, they said it was a technical error. What was a technical error? The flaps didn't come down when they were trying to land. That would be a technical error. But anyway, they fixed it, and we have safely to the East Coast, and I'm very happy for that. And I'm not going to mention airlines until I send them a thing to try to be if they want to be if they want to be a sponsor, I'll mention their name. Anyway, so that's the Southwest airline thing, and that's important because a lot of people are suffering because of that. Now, Trump's taxes came out. Drum roll, please. And everybody's all uptight. Well, not everybody. I have to watch what I say. It's not everyone, but some people are upset because he did not pay taxes. And I'm like going, how did you do that? See, as long as it was legal, I could care less. If he followed the laws that are on the books and he didn't pay the taxes, don't get mad at the player, get mad at the game. I mean, I'm like, yo, how did you do it, please? Because I would like to know. Not that I make the money that he makes yet, but I'd like to know how to do that if it was legal. But now, if it's not legal, then the IRS should have been after him. But you see, the IRS is suspect at this point, in my mind, anyway, because they went through 4 years of him saying, "Oh, my taxes are being audited." They could have said, "Nope. Nope, we don't have his taxes being audited. I don't see it," but they didn't. I mean, and then in 1976 there was a law passed that every president is to be audited every year that they're in office, right? Except for Donald Trump. And since 1976, everyone has, except for Donald Trump. Now, they didn't miss 1 or 2 years or 3; they missed all 4. Okay, so the people that were in charge of that started it and never finished it. if you owned a corporation and the department that was in charge of auditing the president of the United States failed to do their job, what would happen to them? I mean, honestly, I just as a former corporate manager, yeah, they'd be in the mailroom. I mean, they wouldn't have a job no more. If sometimes because of unions, you couldn't fire them, but they would be demoted. So, I mean, I don't know. This, to me, this is just suspect all along. I think that Donald Trump has somebody up there in the IRS. I really do. I mean, how do you be the president and not be audited for 4 years? Come on. Anyway, that's what's happening with the Trump taxes. Again, I could care less if he didn't pay taxes. If he did it legally, more power to you. But if he didn't do it legally, and I don't know because I haven't seen them, I haven't had the time to read them. I don't even want to read them. If there was something substantial, the news media, the Democrats would be screaming and hollering, but they're not, because there's nothing substantial there. That's except for he devaluated some properties, I heard, which yeah, people do that, and especially rich people, they do that a lot. So according to the information that I have, that the 340,000 304,000 whatever new IRS agents are being hired, one, to fill positions that have not been filled in 4 years, two, supposedly to go after people $450,000 and above. They're going to start auditing them. I mean, so unless you make 450, you supposedly you're safe, if you can believe what they tell you. I mean, look, here's the thing, okay? If rich people don't pay taxes, that means that us middle class people are paying most of the taxes, and that the people that are not working are not paying taxes. But you are, because when you think about this, you pay taxes on when you get paid. You get paid taxes, payroll tax. You pay taxes when you buy gasoline. You pay taxes when you buy food in some states. You get taxed when you buy a car. You get taxed when you buy a house. I mean, like, wait a minute. Am I being taxed on top of tax, on top of tax, on top of tax? That's weird, and it doesn't happen in every country, just here. And for that, we don't even get health care. We don't get tuition assistance. I mean, there are countries that they pay for their citizens tuition to college. They pay for most industrialized nations pay for healthcare for their people, but we don't, because it's an opportunity for people to make money, and that's what we're all about. We're capitalist nation, money over everything. Carrie Lake's done. I mean, look, Carrie Lake was with a local in Arizona. She was a local TV station person or whatever. And she fell for the big lie, and she jumped in being the big lie. And I guess she wanted to be Donald Trump's lap toy. And yeah, that didn't happen well for her. She lost the race, and then she sued Katie Hobbs. She sued her, saying that, oh, it was stolen, something was wrong, blah, 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 blah. Of course, like the Trump things, the Trump cases, when he sued, they went to court, and the judge said, no, this is not even going any further than this. As a matter of fact, you're going to pay for her legal representation, because this is a frivolous suit and we're done. Okay, so some of the Republicans are like going, yeah, we don't want, Carrie Lake around too much, because she's got bad blood on her. And she does. I mean, her best hope was to win the election, and she didn't. Thank God that people came out and voted. And so now she's she'll find somewhere. She'll go to Newsmax or Fox or some crap like that, and they'll make a big thing out of her and whatever. But yeah, she's not, she's just done. I mean, so that's what I say about Carrie Lake, because she was in the top news story. So I'm just reading you the top news stories. Isn't it sad? Anyway, so she has to pay back Katie Hobbs. Carrie Lake has to pay back Katie Hobbs for her lawyer fees. to defend herself against the stupidity that she brought up the charges on. Ron DeSantis. Okay. Ron DeSantis is a very, okay, look, and this is going to be kind of edgy. Christian nationalism. Okay, remember that. Christian nationalism. Ron DeSantis, basically, he's going to probably be fighting against Trump or whatever. He is going to couch his fascism and his fascist beliefs. He's going to couch it in Christianity and call it Christian nationalism. If he does that, well, he's doing that. It's not if, but he's doing that because then it escapes criticism. You can't, how are you going to, John, you are not going to criticize that man's religion. That is just wrong. That's religious persecution. Persecution. That's what they're going to say. Okay, now, here's the thing, all right? Christian nationalism, and please look it up and beware of it because your church might be part of it. I'm serious. I'm not, especially these mega churches. Okay, Christian nationalism believes that America is a Christian, was formed to be a Christian nation run under Christian rules by Christian people. And no room for anything else. And you either believe in Christian nationalism or you are evil, the devil. You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like a Christian Iran. Yeah, basically, if you're in Iran, you have to be you have to study Islam. Okay, I mean, you have to be a Muslim. There's no two ways about it. So America, you got to be a Catholic or a basically, because Catholics are anyway. So anyway, basically, and I was a Catholic, so don't do that. Anyway, so basically, if they want to have a Christian Iran flash news bulletin, America was going away from persecution, religious persecution. Please read your history. So no, that's not going to happen here. You're going to try it, and they're going to couch it, and I'm going to call it out. See, the thing is, they're afraid. People are afraid. Oh, you can't talk about the hell with that. I can talk about their religion. If you say that I have to believe in Christianity, really, which Christianity was it? Is it Christianity post-Trump or Christianity pre-Trump? Okay, because they're two different things. Christians that I know wouldn't be saying they wouldn't be supporting Trump because he's a bigot, because he is a traitor to our nation. Number one, he's been proven that, and because the guy is slimy. I just cracked up whenever all these people were saying Donald Trump's a Christian, and he gets up there with his upside down Bible saying 2 Corinthians, 2 what? 2 Corinthians. Any child that sat through a service would know that's 2 Corinthians, not 2 Corinthians. I guess, the cards didn't say, didn't write it down right. The thing is that, look, this guy's no Christian. And I don't know his heart. I'm not going to say I know his heart. If he is a Christian, it is different Christianity that I have been described. Okay, put it to you like that. I just don't understand why the Christian people are going for this, and most reason is because they're gullible. And having been in a mega church and having been a praise and worship leader for 5 years, I can tell you they're gullible. A lot of them, not everybody, but a lot of them, most of the people in the pews, okay, they're gullible, and they're going to listen to whatever their pastor tells them, and however it's couched. And it'll be like, so here's the thing. The people that broke into the that January 6th people, most of them, what they don't cover, which the January 6th committee did not cover, is that those people, the majority, were Christian nationalists. Okay. And you go, how do you know, John? Because they prayed when they got inside. If you look, and I watched that over 100 times, they prayed. They prayed to God. They prayed. And I'm thinking, okay, so where was the WWJD people? What would Jesus do? Jesus would smack this policeman in the face with a pole. Jesus would kill this police officer. Jesus would run all over people and defecate in the office of Nancy Pelosi. That's what Jesus would do. I mean, do you see the hypocrisy? Please tell me you see the hypocrisy. It's crazy, people, but this is what we're dealing with. And this is what's going to happen when Ron DeSantis truly comes out, and we're not going to be able to say anything about what he believes or what he says, because it will be religious persecution. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Just wait for it. Okay, Kanye West. Now, Kanye West is missing. Look, I wish I could say I was surprised. I'm not. Kanye West was going through serious mental problems, and people could say what they want, but he was he's going through what I perceive and I have a mental health facilitator's certificate. Basically, I'm trained to see these things. He was going through a mental episode. It was very clear, and anyone that's in psychology, they know that that's what he was doing. I mean, I'm not even gonna go to it. I'm not going to waste time on it because it's not important to me. Really, it's not. It's important because people follow Kanye West in the news, follow him. Look, the thing is, my brother, you're in that business and you talked about the blood sacrifice. You know what's next. Anyway, I hope he's okay. I really do. And if he's not, then God bless his soul. Or whatever. I don't know if he's dead or not. Okay. Now, this guy, George DeSantis, Republican representative in New York. This dude is a piece of work. I don't understand how they do not have a recall or something, because this guy lied. He lied about who he was. The Republicans were always talking about, fraud and this and this. This cat lied about where he went to school. He lied about how his mama died. I mean, who lies about how their mama died? This man lied. My mother died in the Twin Tower. I mean, when the plane hit the towers, right? And I'm like, what? And then they look on his platform, on his website. His mother died of cancer. Really? And it had nothing to do with the Twin Towers falling. Nothing at all. I mean, this guy, he lied about his education. He did school that he said he went to, some prep school. They don't know him. They don't even know him. He fell out of school because of financial problems. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, hell, I've done it. You don't have the money to pay, so you got to stop. You can't, because in our country, they don't pay you to achieve more. They don't pay you to give to society more. Like if you're educated, you can give back to. No, we don't do that. We charge you because we just want workers. We don't want nobody that's smart. Anyway, so yeah, this guy, he's a piece of work, and the Republicans have a long way to go. I used to be a Republican. These people are slime balls. I'm sorry. And then we're sitting. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just that's just the truth. That's my opinion of them. I mean, you look at this stuff that's going on in New York, and then you're like going, how come there's not a recall? What this guy lied about who he was. So you was voting for somebody that wasn't real. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's the way things go. Listen, again, this is 2023 is coming up, day after tomorrow. And InfoBlips is on the rise. We are doing a lot of stuff. We're doing a lot of things. I want to tell several people, and I want to thank all of you who have been liking my page, the people that come to mind, just people, my friends, the people that know me, and I really respect you and thank you very much. Listen, man, I got like 730 fans or friends on Facebook. Okay. And about 30 of you guys are assisting us. Now, I'm not asking you for money yet. What we're asking you for is to like the page. Just go in there, like it. Thank you. That's how we get rated. That's how Google rates us. That's how we get rated. And I'm putting in a lot of work here, and I love it. Believe me, I wish I was doing this a long time ago and got paid for doing it. But I'm retired now, and thank God I'm in a position where at this time that, I can do this. So I'm really, really happy to do this. But we just want support. Here's what my focus is: to give you verifiable, factual information. Would you hear me say a report on this? You don't have to guess, because it comes from 3 different credible places. Now, anybody that would like to debate with my positions, great, wonderful. But the only thing, there's a caveat: you have to bring verifiable, factual information. Like, John, who determines what's verifiable, factual information? It has to come from 3 verifiable places, 3 places that are upstanding in journalism. I mean, no, you can't give me something that your cousin Ray got from his friend Lois, who gave it to a friend of hers to give it to him because her uncle Pookie snuck it out of there and gave it to you because this is secret stuff. It's not. It's not. I've been there 30 odd years ago, the New World Order and One World Order. I've done videos, with different people, Anthony Hilter and, oh, I forget his name, but, we did videos together. Guess what, man? It's just not real. Oh, it's just not real. It is not real. Okay. These things are, they're like rabbit holes that they send people down. Because can you imagine if you took the time investing in researching another skill, or researching, something that's real? Can you imagine where you'd be rather than researching all this, the Vandenbergs, yeah, Rockefeller was a bad guy. Okay, we know. I know all about it ad nauseum. Okay, I don't know if it's a conspiracy. I don't care. My thing is, what are you going to do about it? Let's just say your conspiracies are true. What are you doing about it? Nothing. And that's what they want you to do. Nothing. Talk to everybody around it. Oh man, guess what? It's a New World Order, brother. No, man. Look, the New World Order happened. And if you don't believe me, why do you think gas prices go up around the world at the same prices? Ooh, New World Order. It happened, and most of these guys didn't even see it. They don't even understand what they were supposed to be looking for. But anyway, that's another whole story. And this is why I need someone here to hold the reins, because I will bounce all around the place. I love to talk, and I will bounce everywhere. So let me get myself back on track. All right. So we're also going to be doing a radio type podcast station. We an old school and reggae and jazz. I really have an idea to do something with Richard Howell on jazz. If you guys don't know, Richard's got a couple of projects, and he has a couple of albums that are out that you should really get. I have them all. They're tight. They're really tight. Good music. Music. it's music. And his drummer is his son Ely. I'm telling you, man, this is really cool. I want to do a thing with him. Robin Gant, I am definitely going to contact you because you have a cosmetic line. I want to get that out. Roberta Steger, one of my favorite people. I'm going to contact you too. You have a new novel, I believe, that'll be coming out. Julio Mathis, CJ, I want to talk with you because you have your own drum studio, and we want to talk about things like that. Leland Sparks. Now now look, y'all, Leland Sparks. Leland is a drone pilot, an FCC licensed drone pilot. He's not one of these kids or men flying stuff in the park. Leland knows what he's doing, and he's doing some really good work. He's probably not ready for you to know this yet, but I'm just gonna like put him on blast now. Leland's doing really good work with his drones, and I'm really impressed with some of the stuff I'm seeing from him. I mean, you know, we want to have something for everyone in the InfoBlips podcast network, not just politics, not at all. Life is more than just politics. I mean, it's important, but then, you know, you have Shay, Sundays with Shay, who's doing emotional recovery and emotional journeys. I'm telling you, this stuff is heavy. It's good. You can check her out on Sundays, InfoBlips Network. We have the weekly wrap up, this show, which is it's great. It's been doing good. We want to get more response to it. I'm going to also start a new show called the John Haynes Show. I'm going to be talking to people that I know, and it's not going to be specifically about politics. It's going to be talking about everything, just about everything. And my friend, Benny, thank you for doing the liner, man. And we want to talk to you guys. Going to meet Benny. Benny's going to be doing a report from New York. What's happening in the streets of New York? I'm looking for someone to do something from LA. I mean, we want to bring everybody in that wants to work toward forming a great network, so people can sell their wares and they can sell their services, and we can support each other. You know, I mean, instead of having the non-melanated people tell you you're not good enough, or you have to have this, or you have to have that, or you have to, we're just saying, hey, there's three things, really seriously, three things. You have to have a quality product, a quality product. You have to offer that quality product at a reasonable price. I didn't say cheap, I said reasonable. And it has to be consistent. Okay, that's the three main things that I use when I want to go out and let me patronize a business of a minority or someone that's, I love Asian food, by the way. Oh my gosh, I do. I love Japanese and Chinese food. Whew. But if you're gonna go out and you're looking to try to find a place that is minority owned, then you want those three things. I mean, and if you don't have those three things, if you don't have those are requirements. They're not suggestions, they're requirements. And if you don't have that, then I'm moving on. I'm really moving on. So, I mean, this is what we're trying to build. And we want you to be a part of it. And all you have to do for now is just like us. Hit the like button. Whenever you see anything from InfoBlips, hit the like button. You're helping your friend John. You're helping to spread verifiable, factual information about many topics, not just politics. It's important to understand that. All right, so I think that's going to be all for right now. And I'm going to thank each and every one of you for staying to the end with me and listening. Oh, I want to thank my grandkids for the intro, man. The intro that you guys see on this one, that's from my grandkids. They're getting ready to start an LLC too. Grandpa, they don't even know yet, but Grandpa not here. I know. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. And look, it's New Year's Eve. Be safe. There's no reason for drunk driving at all. You have Lyft, you have Uber. There's no reason for drunk driving. All right. Please be careful. My brother calls New Year's Eve, what is it? Amateur night, because all the people who don't drink and who don't party always want to go out on that night and party. And he goes, and you know what happens when you have amateurs? Things happen, dumb things happen. People get, they get full of themselves and drinking the spirits and they want to fight, or they run a red light and maybe kill someone. So please be careful. All right. Be careful. 2023, y'all. It's time to do it. Stop talking about it. Time to do it. All right. This is John. Thanking you very, very much. And Happy New Year!